CIET NCERT presents AudioBook, Our Wondrous World, Textbook of Environmental Studies for Grade 4.
Page number 69, Unit 3, Health and Well-being. At the top of the page, in right corner, a picture of worldly art is given. About the unit. This unit discusses the important role of balanced food, exercise, and rest for a healthy life. Everybody needs to stay healthy and happy. This unit familiarizes students with the different types of food which contribute to the body building, providing energy and protection from diseases. This unit also introduces the 6 major tastes, Shadarasa, with examples, and guides students about balanced food and the need of adequate clean water. This unit also focuses on mindful eating, need for daily exercises, proper rest, and gratitude for all resources. It shows the hard efforts of so many elements, people, and animals associated with the production of each grain. It teaches students to care for each grain and never waste food. It also provides examples of exercises and games for proper health care and indicates the necessity of rest for everybody. The unit also gives examples of different communities who care for their crops and respect the contribution of all concerned. At the bottom of the page, a picture is given in which several children are eating different kinds of food. Page number 70. Note to the teacher, this unit consists of Chapter 5, Food for Health, and Chapter 6, Happy and Healthy Living. The key concepts covered in these chapters are listed below. Chapter 5. Through an engaging food festival in school, students will explore the diversity of food and develop an understanding about balanced food. Learners will be able to appreciate the need for including the energy-rich, bodybuilding, and disease-preventive food items in their diets. This chapter also discusses a variety of traditional food items which are used in our country and its importance in maintaining good health of all members in every family. Chapter 6. This chapter discusses a need for health and well-being. It depicts the journey of a grain and shows how several elements of nature, people, and other animals contribute to this journey. Students will be able to learn and respect each effort and feel thankful to everybody's contribution. It also reminds them not to waste any food. This chapter also guides students to do mindful eating, exercise every day, rest well, and practice gratitude to all resources. It also indicates the need for a safe environment for everyone. In the right corner of this page, a column is given, Teacher to Facilitate. There are 5 points in this. The first is, teacher will arrange age-appropriate charts, flashcards, and short videos on food groups, cooking methods, and balanced food. Students will be guided to record their observations. The second, organize a food mela where students will bring home-cooked meals, display regional food thalis, and discuss food diversity. Facilitate hands-on tasks like food collages and mindful eating exercises. Third, organize mindful eating activity for students to enable them to realize the value of food, avoid wastage of food, practice mindful eating, regular exercises, and rest for body. Fourth, encourage children to observe food labels, cooking methods, and taste textures. Assign take-home activities such as maintaining a food diary and designing a balanced meal plate. Fifth, invite a nutritionist or a local farmer to discuss healthy eating and food sources. Also organize a visit to a community kitchen or a local farm to explore the food production and storage. Under this, at the bottom of the page, in the left corner, a picture is given in which several children are playing in a park. Some are swinging, some are sliding down a slide, and one child is cycling. Page 71. Chapter 5, Food for Health. At the top of the page, in the left corner, a QR code is given. This QR code will lead you to epathshala.nic.in. At the top of the page, in the right corner, a picture is given. This picture has a boy and a girl eating fruit and vegetables and drinking milk. The day of the food festival has finally arrived. Students and their parents brought a variety of food items for the festival. The bottom of the page has a large picture of a school which has a banner saying, "School Food Festival welcomes you. Eat right, stay healthy." In this picture, there are many people, parents as well as children, who seem excited to be a part of the food festival. Page 72. The stalls displayed fresh fruits, vegetables, sprouts, dhokla, litti chokha, dal bati churma, bajre ki khichdi, chhena poda, kadhi pakoda, keer sangri, siddu, roasted corn, spicy chutney, hot dosa, crispy vada, jowar upma, ragi laddu, and much more. Under this, a picture is given in which everyone is eating one of these regional dishes. Page 73. Think and write. If you had to organize a food festival in your school, which dishes would you like to include? Make a list. A space has been provided for you to write your answers. Children were eager to taste different food items. They visited the stalls one by one. Mystery Masala. Mukesh and his friends lined up at a colorful stall named Mystery Masala to try a unique food made by their classmates. This food had a hint of sweetness. It was also a little salty and a bit bitter too. The guessing game about its ingredients filled the stall with laughter and curiosity. Curiously, they asked, "Why does it taste so different to each of us?" The children of the stall smiled and explained, "This is ugadi pachadi, a traditional food of Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, and Telangana, made with 6 different taste elements: sweet, meetha, sour, khatta, salty, namkeen, pungent, tikha, bitter, kadwa, and astringent, kasela. Each taste makes it special. When all these tastes are blended in the right measure, it is more enjoyable." At the bottom of the page, a picture of ugadi pachadi is given. Page 74. Write. Can you think of at least 5 ingredients or food items that match each of these tastes listed below? Write them down in the spaces provided. See the example given below. An example of this is given below in the form of a table. So there are all these 6 tastes in 6 different columns, and all of them have one ingredient. For example, sweet is jaggery, sour is tamarind, salty is salt, pungent is green chili, bitter is neem, and astringent is raw mango. 5 more blank spaces are given for you to complete this table. Discuss. Discuss in small groups and identify the food items having at least 3 different tastes. A blank space is provided for you to write your answers. On the right side in the middle of the page, a box is given, and the box says, "Do you know?" The 6 tastes such as sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, and astringent are known as Shadarasa in Ayurveda. Ayurveda suggests that eating balanced food containing Shadaras is good for health. A stall of superfood. Surbhi and her friends decided to visit a stall of millet foods. Looking at the menu, Surbhi recalled that her grandmother used to eat jowar and bajra roti in winters and jaw roti during summers. Millets are rich sources of nutrients. Children were happy to order jowar upma and eat healthy millet-based food items. Page 75. At the top of the page, a picture is given. It is titled Superfood, and there is a small banner that says Jowar Upma, Ragi Laddu, Bajre ki Khichdi. The picture has a stall where all these superfoods are being sold, and children are eating and enjoying these foods. Find out more about a millet-based food prepared at your home. How does food help us? Children were attracted towards a banner which said, "Colors on plate, wellness in life." Discuss. Why do we need to eat different kinds of food items? Page 76. At the top of the page, a picture is given. It has several children eating different kinds of food. Our body requires a variety of food items to stay healthy, energetic, and strong. Food is required for balanced growth of our body. Since no single food contains all the nutrients that our bodies need, it is important to eat a variety of foods. Food groups. Under this, a picture is given. This picture has a boy and 3 speech bubbles. The first bubble says, "Food provides energy." The second says, "Food protects from diseases." And the third says, "Food helps in bodybuilding." Page 77. This page has 3 pictures. Each picture contains several kinds of food items. Foods like rice, potato, wheat, maize, banana, apple, sweet potato, honey, millets, etc. are rich in energy. Butter, ghee, oil, etc. also provide energy to our body. The second picture shows us a different category of foods such as pulses, legumes, soybean, chickpeas, peanuts, tofu, milk, cheese, beans, almonds, walnuts, eggs, meat, fish, etc. help us grow, build our muscles, and make us strong. They are known as bodybuilding foods. The third picture is that of fruits and vegetables. Similarly, fruits and vegetables like carrot, orange, lemon, papaya, spinach, cabbage, guava, amla, tomato, etc. help us to fight against and protect us from diseases. That is why these foods are termed as protective foods. Discuss. What happens if we eat food from a single group of foods every day? Page 78. Say no to junk food. There are some foods that are not healthy if we consume them regularly and in large quantities. They contain high amounts of oil, salt, sugar, etc. These are known as junk food. A few examples of junk food are soft drinks, chips, bread pakoda, burgers, pizza, and over-processed packaged food. Fresh, home-cooked food is better than over-processed or packaged food. In the middle of the page, a picture is given. This picture has all kinds of junk food in it, from French fries to popcorn, ice cream, candy, potato chips, pizza, etc. Right? 1. Can you name a few more junk food items? 2. Why do you think we should avoid eating junk food? 3. List the junk food items that you will avoid. Blank spaces are given for you to write your answers in. Page 79. Activity 1. Make a food diary. 1. Create a food diary of your daily routine for a week. Write down what you eat in a day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. An example is given. Expand the table for a week. 2. Encircle the food items that are healthy and put an X mark for items which are not healthy. 3. Identify the food groups missing in your daily routine. Discuss with your parents how these items can be included in the daily routine. Under this, the table for your food diary is given. It has 3 columns. Days. So day 1, day 2, day 3, you can prepare a diary like that. The second column is time. So there will be 3 times breakfast, lunch and dinner every day. And then the food that you've eaten will be the third column. So the first one is done for you. On day 1, breakfast is idli, sambar and chutney. You have to prepare the rest of the diary on your own. Blank space in the book is given. A balanced food plate. A balanced plate includes food in the right quantities from all 3 food groups. Protective foods, fruits and vegetables, the most, followed by bodybuilding foods and some energy-providing foods. This helps us keep healthy, active and happy. At the bottom of the page, a rectangular box is given with a note to the teacher. Encourage students to eat all types of healthy food. Page 80. At the top of the page, a picture is given. This picture has all kinds of healthy food items in one thali. In India, every region has a special thali which includes different types of food items with a variety of tastes and health benefits. Atul and his friends were excited to taste the food items of thali. Find out a food thali from your region and list its food items. Water for health. Water is also an important part of our diet. Water helps in digesting food and in keeping our skin and body healthy. Water helps in removing waste from our body through urine, sweat, and feces. Additionally, eating water-rich fruits like watermelon and cucumber can also help maintain water in our body. Drinking sufficient water should be a part of our healthy habits. At the bottom of the page, in the right corner, a picture is given. This picture has a boy drinking water out of a glass. Page 81. Different methods of cooking. Surbhi and her friends enjoyed eating different food items at the food festival. They wondered how these were prepared. Write, identify different methods used to cook the food items given in the list below. One example is given for you. You can take help from your family members and add more items to the list. The list has the following food items in it: idli, dosa, rice, sambar, papad, kheer, samosa, peda, gulab jamun. Under this, a table is given. This table has 2 columns. The first column is methods of cooking and the second column is food. So the first method is steaming and the food prepared by that method is idiyappam. 2 more blank spaces are given to you to complete this table. At the bottom of the page, 6 pictures are given. Each picture is of one cooking method. The first cooking method is boiling. The second is steaming. The third is frying. The fourth is roasting. The fifth is grilling. And the sixth is baking. Page 82. There are also some food items such as fruit chaat, vegetable salads, etc. that can be eaten without cooking. Under this, a picture of a chef is given. On the right corner, a box is given that says, "Do you know?" A chef is a professional cook who is skilled in all aspects of food preparation. The term chef in French means a director or head of the kitchen. Discuss. 1. Do you help in cooking at home? 2. Do you think all family members should know how to cook? Why? Blank spaces are given for you to write your answers in. In the bottom right corner, a box is given that says, "Do you know?" We can cook food in a solar cooker by using sunlight instead of using fire from a gas stove or heat produced by electricity. It does not pollute the environment by producing any smoke or ash. At the bottom of the page, in the left corner, a picture of a solar cooker is given. Page 83. Let us reflect. 1. Hands-on activity, food collage. Materials: old magazines, newspapers, scissors, glue, and a blank sheet of paper. Cut out pictures of food items and create a collage with 3 sections: energy-giving foods, bodybuilding foods, and protective foods. A blank space is given for you to do this activity. 2. Check the label. A. At home, pick up any one packaged food item from your kitchen, check the label, and note down the expiry date and also 2 main ingredients. B. Why is it important to check labels before buying or eating packaged food items? At the bottom of the page, in the right corner, a picture is given. This is a picture of a bottle of honey and the label on it. The label says, "Honey, all natural, no sugar added, pure and delicious, net weight 400 grams, packed on 08/03/2025, best before 07/03/2026. Page 84. 3. Organize a food festival. Students may bring homemade food and organize a food festival at school. Parents may be encouraged to participate in the food festival. 4. Find and circle. Circle the words related to food in the grid below. One example is given below. Under this, a picture is given. This is a picture of a word grid in which jumbled letters are given. You have to find meaningful words in this grid. One word that has been done for you is potato. Chapter 5 ends here.
Our Wondrous World. You were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Environmental Studies for Grade 4. Narration: Divya Gupta. Sound recordist: Virendra Kumar. Assistance in production: Soumya Malik. Directed and produced by Vimalesh Chaudhary. This book is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.